Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. LUNC community, USTC repack community. How are you guys doing? All right. So it is Tuesday here, and it's January 30th as I'm doing this video. Okay, tomorrow the Fed's Jerome Powell will be speaking to the world about hopefully rate cuts and easy money coming back into the markets, and maybe even corporate tax cuts and stuff like that. So tax breaks and things. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what he talks about tomorrow, and I believe that they're going to stick with the pause tomorrow, and then they're going to then give us the outlook on 3 rate cuts coming. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to pump the markets like crazy. Now, of course, if Jerome Powell says, you know what, I'm not going to even talk about all that stuff. I'm going to talk about the doom and gloom of World War III and some other stupid stuff. Then yeah, the markets will tank. Then so it's all going to depend on what Jerome Powell wants to talk about, right? So it is what it is. All right. But we see the wars going on in the Middle East right now, and they're all everybody saying World War III, World War III, World War III. That's what they want everybody to say. They want everybody to fear, 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 right? And in reality, yes, we're targeting strategic strikes in the Middle East against their Iranian militias to force them to surrender, right? The grave surrender, Kim Clement. And while we're doing that, Iraq's going in there and passing, starting to look at important laws and activating the reforms. Isn't that interesting? They won't tell you that part though. Anyways, we find all that information on Patreon though. We talk about it, we cover it all the time. So I just did my video, and so go check out the Patreon video. It should be up right now. All right. Anyways, LUNC here is we're going to talk about a new proposal that's up that came back up. It's a trading bot proposal, and I'm in for the trading bot, but I'm not in for people having to ask for money to. I think if a trading bot is working, we'll talk about it here in a second. We're jumping up and down from the 3 zeros and a 1 to 4 zeros and a 9 right now. So we're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, the markets are up though, 2.99%. I don't even know if this is real. If I retweet it, if I refresh it right now, we could be down 1%. So I'm not even gonna look at those numbers. I'm just gonna look at what we have right in front of us right now for LUNC, because I did that before. I was like, hey, the markets are up, and then I switched to another token, and the markets were down 3%. I'm like, what the freak has happened? Right? So can't really trust the numbers here on CoinMarketCap. So anyways, the market cap is up and the volume is up 27%. All right. And you can see that the circle line supply is at 5,785,000,000,000. All right. So let's go over to Luna, and we got USTC there. So let's check out USTC first. USDC is up 1.48% or 1% now. It just switched on us. And then the volume's up 8% on the volume there. So we are pulling back a little bit here. And now we're up, now it says that we're up 3% and 41% in volume. Okay, that's interesting. So let's go to Luna, Terra Luna 2.0, and I'm going to wait to see if this thing is up or down. It looks like the markets are pulling back a little bit here. So 1% today, and then 14% on the volume. Okay, yeah, markets are dropping a little bit here. Not sure why, but maybe because America's waking up. When America wakes up, we always go down for some reason. America gets up and they just want to sell, 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 sell. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's going on with us. Why do we wake up every time we hit 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock? The markets sell off. What's up with that, America? I don't know. Okay. Anyways, this is what it is. That's what we do, man. That's just what we do, I guess. In America, we wake up and we sell. I don't know why, but we just like doing that. Okay, but let's get into here. All right, so let me see if there's anything. Staking, swapping doesn't work. Staking does work, and governance is here. All right, so these two are not part of our chain. That's part of the Cosmos ecosystem, but it's not part of us. And then these are ours right here. Okay, this is interesting because this came all the way back. So Mr. Diamond Hand's proposal is this is interesting because it's not really passing either, but it looks like it's going to reach a quorum. It's got a lot of time. Still got 5 days left on this one, so it looks like it's going to reach a quorum, but it's almost even on the board. The green is more than the red, but this is a lot and that's a lot. So this is going to be interesting to see if this actually passes because it's literally like deadlock here. You know what I mean? Like it's not like this and then this is and these two are really holding the yes from passing, right? So it's like even across the board. So that's not gonna pass if it stays that way. So that's gonna be interesting. Okay. And that's to repeal the 11889. Okay, and then we have this one right here that ends today actually at 11:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So okay, so we'll see how that plays out. And it looks like that's not going to pass the security upgrade packages. And that's because people have some red flags in the proposal that they want to go. Now, of course, they can redo it with different with a different strategy or different. Talk to all nodes, talk to all the people that had problems with it, and see how to fix it, and then they'll put up a new proposal, right? So we need to I mean I don't know if we need security update, but I mean, every chain needs to have security upgrade. Do we need it at $51,000 though? You know what I mean? Like, you know. So, and do we need some of the other things that are in the proposal that people are saying that they have red flags about? You can take some of that stuff out. Maybe you reduce the number to 25,000. Take some stuff out and then redo it and it should pass next time, right? So that's why I always say go to all like when you're doing stuff like that, you might want to go to all nodes and like the top 10 validators need to be reached out to first. Like if you're going to do a big security, like the L1 team should reach out to the top 10 validators before they put anything up so that it passes, right? Because it's kind of embarrassing that the L1 dev team can't get anything passed anymore. And that's because they don't even reach out to the validators, right? So if they reached out to the validators before they put that up, all notes would have told them, "Hey, look, this is contradictory to that, and that's that, and this, or this is this," and like the validators would tell them what they like and what they don't like, and take this out, take that out, and revise it to the point that we all pass it. So why isn't the L1 task force doing that? I don't know. That's a red flag in itself, right? It's like the L1 dev team should, or task force should contact the top 10 validators and say, what do you think about this proposal? You would think that would be common sense, right? So the fact that they're not doing that, that's a red flag, right? Because like I mean somebody like me that doesn't even know nothing about blockchain technology and having to do blockchain, I know that that's common. That should be common sense, right? And so it's a head scratcher that they would put up a proposal not knowing what the validators are going to vote on or vote yes or no. That's crazy to me because you're the L1 task force. Like, come on, like contact the validators and make sure it's written properly that in a way that it passes, right? So I don't understand what's going on in this chain. This chain is so upside down. Like it's ridiculous. And that's why, that's why we have to sit here do these videos every day, and people have to just sit here and say, when are we gonna pump? When are we got to wait to the bull? We have to wait on the bull cycle right now because the community doesn't know what they're doing, right? And so that's basically because this thing should have been this token should be pumping into the pennies and dollars right now, but because the community is so upside down, we you know and so divided. We're literally are going to have to wait for, or at least right now, until we get the break in the systems and we get God to send the second round of the well transfer, which is coming within the next couple. Seems like the next couple of days and weeks here. Um, but until that happens, everybody's looking for, oh, well, we'll just run it up in the bull cycle, right? We'll just participate in the bull cycle. But that's not what this thing was supposed to be. This thing was supposed to do its own thing, was supposed to head into the pennies and dollars and shock the world. It wasn't supposed to participate with the other cryptos. It was supposed to do its own thing, just like XRP is going to do its own thing when they drop all charges, right? So, anyways, whatever. I think it's just things like this. It's just common sense things. And now, and the crazy part is that we said that the community pool is going to grow, and then everybody's going to come after the community pool, right? So now I could be kind of contradictory on that and a hypocrite on that because I did propose a proposal to take 1% out of the community pool every week and buy back and burn USTC for repay purposes. So that could be looked at as a hypocritical, right? And like a hypocrite because that is coming after the community pool as well, but in a good way. But it's still coming after the community pool, and some people think it's a bad way because some people don't want the repay. So if you don't want the repeg of USTC or you believe that it's a waste of time, then it's a bad. Then it's not. Then for you taking 1% out of the community pool to burn USTC and reduce the supply is a bad thing for you, right? You'll look at it as a bad thing and a waste of money and attacking the community pool. But majority of the community voted for the repeg, so I think over 80% voted for repeg. So it shouldn't be a bad thing if 80% plus voted to repeg USTC. Now, of course, they haven't taken any actions to repeg, but they did vote to repeg USTC. So we know that 80% of the community wants to repeg USTC. So if we took money, if we took 1% of the community pool, it wouldn't hurt the community pool because the community pool probably grows at 3 to 5% a week. But and then we use it to reduce the supply of USTC. So at least even if we didn't repeg right away, we would be reducing the supply of USDC so drastically that it will start going up in value and repegging itself. You know what I mean? And that's the whole purpose is to force USTC to repeg itself, by reducing the supply as well. So I think it's a win-win situation, but of course there's 20% that don't believe in a repeg and think it's an attack against the community pool. Okay, I get that point as well. Okay, so it's kind of hypocritical. I get it, but it is a good thing for those who want the repeg, and majority of you guys want the repeg. All right, so this one right here, I'm not sure if it's Hodler. I'm not. I guess that's what it is, Hodler. I'm just gonna say that. ARB trading bot and algorithm. Okay, now this is actually for 106 million lung tokens. I wish I could get 106 million lung tokens. I wish you all could get 106 million lung tokens as well, right? So I'm not. I don't like the fact that they're acting for 106 million lung tokens, because uh, they say here that they've actually experienced. It says the original proposal. Okay, I don't care about that. It says the trading bot automatically trades and makes profit over a period of time. I've already tested it, and the results are on my X account. Okay, in the last 3 months, I have talked extensively about Hodler, and I have 6 or 7 videos on it on my YouTube channel. This algorithm. See, this is the point that people don't understand. That people are saying, why do you need money if this is working so great? This algorithm makes a minimum profit of 70 to 80% and a maximum profit of 450 to 700% within in 30 days, according to the initial test results. If so, here's the problem: if that's the case, you wouldn't need any money. And that's the problem with all these trading bots that you see on these commercials and sites. It's like, join, buy my trading bot. Buy my trading bot. Why would, why do we need to buy a trading bot if it's working that good? It seems like the money you'll be making is from the people buying your trading bot and not you actually using the trading bot, right? It's the same thing with these people that sell courses and they say, buy my course and become my student, and you realize that all their money is being made off of people buying their courses and not them actually trading, right? They barely trade, and the money that they make has been people buying their courses, right? So, you know, I guess it is what it is, right? Here when I'm on Patreon and people are trading, people are trading on with stocks and cryptos with me. We're getting alerts. We're doing alerts all the time, right? We got trading alerts all the time, and people are making money all the time. We're not sitting there and saying buy my course and figure it out for yourself, and if you have questions you can get an automated bot that to help you, because I'm not going to help you, right? I'm on vacation with your money, right? So that's not what we do on Patreon, right? So Patreon, I'm there every day, and we're putting the charts in the graphs, and we're calling alerts all the time. And we're adding new tokens now on Dex tools and stuff, and we're trying to make people rich right away, right? We're not you know and it's not $1,000 for a trading course, right? So, or $100, right? It's $15 a month to be in the crypto section, and it's like it's really like alerts after alerts after alerts after alerts, right? Is almost up 1,000% since Don P told us to do it on Patreon, right? So like it's like these alerts happen all, and then we had Stronghold, we had Byte, we had USTC alert last week. I told you guys about that one. That was a quick 20-30% in profit, right? And what else do we have? We had the U.S. dollar. We had the U.S. dollar 2 weeks ago. We alerted the U.S. dollar inverted head and shoulders pattern, right? So these things you would have already been paid off. Before that, we had Stronghold alert. We had Myro. We had all these other alerts that came out, right? So I mean, you don't have to read all these courses and read all these books and watch all these things, and then the person never you can never contact the person, right? So it's um it's really interesting. But the problem with this proposal is that the person says they need $10,000, and people are going to say, why do you need $10,000 when the bot is making a minimum of 70 to 80% and a maximum of 450 to 700% within 30 days? Why don't you just make profits on the bot and then pay everything yourself, right? So that's the problem here. And so that's what people are questioning about this. Is that why do you need $10,000 when the bot, as obviously the bot is working as you're testing it out? Just put more money in the bot and make more money, right? And then fund everything yourself, right? And so um, this is going to be interesting, but a lot of people are voting no with veto, and I think that's the reason why, right? It's not that the bot isn't a great idea, because it is a great idea. I've been calling for a trading bot for a long time. The problem is that you want $10,000 from a trading bot that's actually working. If the bot is working, then just put more money in the bot, right? Find a couple of buddies online, 5 or 10 buddies online, to put up $100, and you guys put in $10,000 into the bot yourselves as a group, and then to let the bot turn that into $100,000, right? And you're funding you can fund everything on your own, right? So I to come so that's the problem. So that's the problem with the bot. I mean, with this proposal, it's not a problem with the bot. There's no problem with the bot. There's no problem with anything else. You want to use the money to repay USTC and do all these things are great things. The problem is that you want $10,000 when the bot's already working, and that's the problem people have, right? So that's the only problem people have. If the bot's working and you have results that the bot's working, then there's no reason to come and ask for money, right? Because then all you have to do is just put more money in the bot and let the bot trade for you and make you more money. And then you can fund everything yourself within the next 30 days. It's making 70% to 500% or 700%. So the next 30 days, if you put more money into the bot with your friends, you would have $10,000, right? So, all right. Anyways, I think we get the point. But I mean, it's a good idea, and congratulations on the trading bot. But people don't want to put, uh, are not going to want to give you $10,000 for a bot that's actually working. They're just going to say put more money in the bot, and then you can fund everything yourself, and then you can use it to to repeg USTC and help burn the supplies and stuff. So okay. Anyways, let's um let's come here and let's check out what's going on here. 15 million in burns so far today, which is really low. And then we have 26,000 in burns today so far. Community pool is continuing to grow. And as the community pool grows, we're going to see more and more proposals to take money out of the community pool. I think we understand that, right? And nothing is well. This one says they're going to help repeg with the bot, right? They're going to use the bot to help repeg. So this one's not that bad, the one we just talked about. But the problem is it's $10,000, right? So $10,000 um, for a bot that's actually working, then there's no need for $10,000. You can just put more money in the bot yourself with your family and your friends, and then you can fund everything by yourself, right? On your own through the bot trading. Okay, so we have burns here. We have 4 billion that came back into staking. That's good, and we got some people burning. Nice burn there on the for that. That's pretty good. So nice 7,000 burn there. I wonder if that was Baron, the Baron validator that did that burn there. I'm not sure because yesterday I was trying to figure that out. I'm like, is that Baron or who was that? Okay, so then we have some burns here on the we're getting more help here for you for Luna Classic burns here. Now that we got 1, 2, 3 here. Well, actually, this person burned. Okay, yeah, this might be the Baron Valdec. We talked about it yesterday when I was doing the burn it all video. So this could have been Baron, the Baron Validator that burned these two. So that might have been them. Okay, so maybe I had the numbers wrong, or maybe not. I don't know. I thought they burned 400,000 tokens yesterday, but here it has 2 million. So I have no clue. Okay, it is what it is. NITAWA leading the way in that validators gained. It's like musical chairs. Everybody just musical chairs here. Just going back and forth to validators, right? So I don't understand why people do that. Why people keep jumping from validator to validator. If they're not burning tokens and reducing the supply, what does it matter to jump from from person to person to person? I guess they're jumping because of the votes on the proposals. I think if you vote on the proposal or you vote no or yes on the proposal, people jump ship, right? So one proposal that you disagree on will make people jump ship from your validator. Isn't that crazy? One proposal, like you agree on everything else, but that one proposal that they vote abstain on or no on or yes on, it makes you redelegate. That's crazy to me, right? So I can see if it's every proposal that they're voting against you, right? And so you guys don't see eye to eye. But some of this is just one proposal. Like the whole year they voted exactly your way. Now this proposal they voted maybe for this trading bot they voted no, and now you're jumping ship. And the whole year last year they voted everything that you wanted. That's crazy to me. But I mean, you got the free will to do that. But it seems like just musical chairs happening here. Just musical chairs on validators, and nobody's burning anything. So it doesn't really matter where you go. It's like yeah, it matters a little bit because of the commissions that they're making. And some of these guys are making more commissions, so you're coming off of them to go to people with less commissions. I don't know, man. All I know is that many people in this community are wasting time jumping from one validator to another validator, and nobody's reducing the circulating supply. So does it? I mean, the people who are reducing the circulating supply, they don't get no love. They get no love from the community. right? The community is jumping back and forth for validators who don't burn anything and don't reduce the circulating supply so that your tokens can be more worth more valuable. And yet you keep the community keeps jumping back and forth from validators as if it's going to help do anything to the chain for the chain. It doesn't do anything for the chain. Reducing the circulating supply, reducing the supply USTC for repeg. That's what does something for your chain. That's what brings you your wealth. And yet the community is avoiding that like the plague itself. Okay. I wonder if we got down to like one validator and that validator was to reduce the circulating supply of USDC for repay, everybody would undelegate. Like literally nobody would. Everybody would rather undelegate than stake with somebody. Because this chain is so backwards that if we only had one validator and that validator was really literally to you stake with that validator and they repeg USDC literally 99.9% of people on this chain would undelegate and their staking rewards and just not stake at all. That's where we are in this community right now. This is really weird. It's just a really, really weird community. Um, the obvious answer would be to stake with the one validator and repeg USTC so you could become wealthy. But it almost seems like this community is running from wealth and wealth and riches and wealth is like a plague. It's like a virus to them. It's like anybody that wants me wealthy and rich, screw off, screw you. That's what it seems like in this community. Every time it's time to get wealthy, this community runs the other way. Remember when Binance was burning every week and the community quickly ran and said, we need Binance to not burn. We need to remint Binance's tokens to force them to not be burning every week. Those people were the enemies of the chain, folks. Because they knew if Binance burned every week, the token would skyrocket, right? And they're here to kill the chain, not to make the chain go back up and rebuild the chain and reduce the circulating supply. We saw who the enemies of the chain were. The people who voted to remint Binance's tokens. Many of them are not here anymore. They're not part of the LUNC community anymore. But the people who voted on that and didn't apologize, well, the people, some of them that did apologize were still enemies of the chain. They just knew that they got caught. But many of those people are not here anymore, thank God. But some of them are still here. So people literally voted to remint Binance's burns. And they thought that was a great idea. And they thought Binance wouldn't have a problem with it. Binance taking their hard-earned money, taking their commissions, burning it for LUNC community to reduce the circulating supply every week. And then LUNC's community says, well, we'll then take those commissions and those burns and we will remint them. Lord have mercy. You can't be that stupid. And that's exactly what people voted on. But those were the enemies of the chain that voted yes on that stupidity. That was the dumbest thing of 2023. I think one of the dumbest blockchain decisions, governance decisions in 2023 or 20? No, it was 2022. I think it was 2022. That was the dumbest decision in 2022. It was end of 2022. And then Binance went to Binance should have said no, we're done burns. We're done burns with you. But they didn't. They said we're gonna go to monthly burns to punish you for doing that. If we never had done that, we would be in a different place right now in this community. Think about that, folks. If we had never done that to Binance, we would be in a different stratosphere right now. And for LUNC, this thing would be booming. They had to find a way to stop Binance from burning every week. And so they said remit their tokens for blah, 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 blah. What? That was the worst decision that we have made so far as a blockchain. It was the dumbest decision. I don't. It was. I don't know what people were. People were under witchcraft. Probably that's probably what happened. I think some of you guys were under witchcraft when that happened. Some of you and some of you people are still doing witchcraft and keeping you under their hold. Because I bet you a bunch of you guys are still stake with these people here, right? And I don't know which one is good. I don't know which one is bad. I don't know which one is doing what and what, right? So, but um if you having a hard time coming off of a validator that isn't reducing the supply of LUNC and USTC, then you probably have your answer. Because to me, if a validator isn't burning and reducing the circulating supply to pump my bags and to pump the bags of the community, why am I with them? Right? I'm gonna come off of them easily. But if you're having a hard time coming off of a validator that's not reducing the circulating supply of LUNC and USTC to make sure that we rebuild this community and we rebuild this chain and we can become wealthy off the chain, and you're having a hard time leaving, there's probably something spiritual going on. I mean, that's just common sense. Peace out. God bless. I'll see you guys next video.